Hey, it's Wendy at Chick-a-Woof Ranch, and we are standing in what we call the cow barn, but that's because the previous owners had cows. We have goats, so it's technically the goat barn. Anyway, this is where our goats like to bed down at night, and so we're going to talk about that with what we've been doing with them during the winter months. And they're not in here right now. They're out eating, grazing in the pasture, but I bet they will interrupt and join us once they figure out what's going on and that we're out here. So I'm standing in the goats' favorite place to bed down in the barn. We kind of separated our barn into a few areas. Yeah, this isn't super functional. Anyway, we've divided our barn into half so that we can ever use that when we need to with babies, mamas, and yeah, so we've separated it out. This was a functional pen at one time. It is not now. Anybody can come and go if they want to, but at any rate, we use this area for them, or they selected this area rather, to bed down in at night, primarily during the fall and winter months. During the summertime, unless it's raining, a lot of times they will just bed down near the back of our large barn. And so anyway, we're going to talk about what we've been doing and learning as we go with our goats, taking care of them in the wintertime. We used to go and buy just grass bales and throw those out and spread those out for the goats to bed down in. This is just a dirt floor. It's built up by all the manure from the years with the cows prior to the goats, and now the goats are adding to it. So we used to buy just the straw bales and throw it down, but even though it's straw, they would get desperate and chew on it and eat it. And therein lies our topic we keep talking about with parasites being an issue. And so they were bedding down on the straw, pooping and peeing, and then nibbling on it and ingesting it. So that probably hasn't helped in the past with our parasite trouble. I've actually found out that the barber pole worm, one of the ones that we have troubles with here, can actually go into hibernation in their gut during kind of winter months, and then it's hanging out there for fun, and then here comes spring again, and woohoo, it's time to party. So anyway, we've made a change, and we've always cleaned out the barn periodically and used it for the garden, but we got a little bit wiser this time, and we decided to change out the straw for wood chips. Just your regular bedding wood chips that you can buy at your farm stores. And so what we've been doing with that is we've been layering it. So we'll break open a few bags, spread it out, let them kind of spread it out, and they all pile in and snuggle in at night. And of course, then there they go again, the defecation, pooping and peeing in here. And so it gets soiled, but we will layer the chips on top of it again. And when we've decided it's high enough or we've had enough, then we clean it out and head it to the garden. So there we can recycle it and help with our garden and mulching that in. And we should have a lot better luck as far as the goats. Well, one more precaution, I guess, against the parasite control. So here in their pen, I didn't look accurately, but we're guessing this is it's at least 2 weeks, maybe 2 to 3 weeks worth of poo in here. This is what, 3 weeks worth of goat poop. And Emma. But Emma usually keeps to herself. She doesn't bed down with the goats so much, just near them. So anyway, we break open the bags, we layer it up, and we've had such weird weather right now. I mean, we've had 20 degrees one day and 50 degrees next. So we're trying not to let it go for more than 2 to 3 weeks. So this is what we're doing. We'll break open a couple of bags, then we'll add another couple of bags, and now we're ready to clean it out. So basically, rake it up, shovel it into the wheelbarrow, and out to the garden it goes. And, and then break open a couple of bags and start all over again. And they kind of spread it out themselves. And, it'll help keep them warmer up off the ground. It is a dirt floor. It's not concrete. So, yeah, it's good for everybody. All right, so here's the before. Ready to get started. Okay, we got our first load. How many loads do you think we're gonna get? So, how many barrels do you think we got? So now we've got 2 bags of the pine shavings, and I don't know. Do they do these by weight, or
I think
it's just your standard, pine shaving bags, not the small flake, the large flake, and pick them up at the farm store. So we'll put 2 bags of those down, and the goats get clean sheets tonight. It's like putting new sheets on your bed. Woo, for the goats. They're always curious to see what's going on and what we're doing, but as you can see, they're not interested in eating it. And it didn't matter with the straw, if it was old prairie hay or straw or what it was, they always wanted to chow down on it. Right, Dottie? Yeah. So I'll spread it out, but I won't spread it out much more than that because they're gonna kick it around themselves and bed down for the night. Kind of like kids, though. Gonna have to change the sheets later. Can't hold their bladder. So anyway, we're just learning as we go, and it's taken us even a few years just to kind of figure this out. And as we have been combating parasites and then just bettering the overall health of the goats, this works both ways for them. So, and it helps benefit our garden too. So, at any rate, so we thought we'd share and hope to help you along the way as you're learning and raising your goats too. So, all right. Well, this is Wendy from Chick-a-Woof Ranch, and we'll catch you on the next one.